अस्सलाम वालेकुम दोस्तों, वेलकम बैक टू माय यूट्यूब चैनल। आप देख रहे हैं इंजीनियरिंग टॉक्स और मैं हूं इंजीनियर अहमद वलीद। फ्रेंड्स, आज मैं आप सब के लिए सिविल इंजीनियरिंग के कुछ नोट्स हैं इरिगेशन एंड हाइड्रोलॉजी के सब्जेक्ट के। तो ये नोट्स मैं आपके सामने रीड करूँगा। ये हैंड रिटन नोट्स हैं और इसमें काफ़ी की पॉइंट्स लिखे हुए हैं जो कि सब इंजीनियर की पोस्ट के लिए जो टेस्ट होता है उसमें इंशाल्लाह ये आपके काम आएंगे और आप टेस्ट की प्रिपरेशन यहाँ से कर सकते हैं। तो चलें स्टार्ट करते हैं। हाइड्रोलॉजी, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल हाइड्रोलॉजी क्या होता है? व्हाट इज़ मीन्ड बाय हाइड्रोलॉजी? हाइड्रोलॉजी इज़ द साइंस ऑफ वाटर विच डील्स विद द occurrence, circulation and distribution of water on earth's surface and its atmosphere. Hydrological cycle: this is a cycle in which water moves from one phase to another phase. Residence time: this is time taken by water particle in crossing one particular phase of hydrological cycle. What is catchment area? The area draining into river or stream is called the catchment area for that particular stream or river. ये ड्राइंग्स भी बनी हुई हैं जिसमें शो हो रहा है कि कैचमेंट एरिया किसे कहा जाता है, ये भी आप देख सकते हैं। कैचमेंट एरिया इज़ ऑल्सो कॉल्ड एज वाटरशेड। नेक्स्ट है रिज। इट इज़ अ लाइन विच डिमार्क्स वन कैचमेंट एरिया फ्रॉम इट्स neighboring area. This is also called as water divide line or divide line. Water budget equation: this equation is based on the law of conservation of mass, and according to it, mass inflow minus mass outflow is equal to change in storage. A lake has a water surface elevation of 103.2 meter above datum. In a month, the lake receives an average inflow of 6 cubics, and in the same period, outflow from the lake was 6.5 centimeter. 6.5 cubic second. In that month, the lake receives a rainfall of 14.5 mm, and evaporation from lake surface is estimated as 6.1 centimeter. Calculate the water surface of elevation at the end of the month. Surface area of lake is 5000 hectares. तो यहाँ पे इनफ्लो होगा इज इक्वल टू 6 क्यूमिक्स प्लस 145 mm. आउटफ्लो इज इक्वल टू 6.5 क्यूमिक्स प्लस 6.1 सेंटीमीटर. इनफ्लो होगा 6 m³/s इंटू 60 मल्टीप्लाई बाई 60 मल्टीप्लाई बाई 24 इंटू 30 ओवर एरिया प्लस 0.145 मीटर. इसी तरह आउटफ्लो होगा इज इक्वल टू 6.5 क्यूबिक मीटर पर सेकेंड मल्टीप्लाई बाई 60 इंटू 60 मल्टीप्लाई बाई 24 मल्टीप्लाई बाई 30 ओवर एरिया प्लस आगे वही 0.61 मीटर. इस तरह नीचे कैलकुलेशंस हैं, ये आप देख लें, होप सो आपको समझ लग जाएगी. नेक्स्ट है जी प्रेसिपिटेशन. व्हाट इज़ प्रेसिपिटेशन? प्रेसिपिटेशन denotes all forms of water or moisture that reaches the earth's surface. Following are the different forms of precipitation. Number 1, rain. This is the principal mode of precipitation in India. This donates water droplets of size ranging from 0.5 mm to 6 mm. On the basis of intensity, rainfall is classified as 0 to 2.5 mm per hour. लाइट रेन होती है 2.5 to 7.5 mm पर आवर, वो हमारे पास मॉडरेट होती है रेन, और ग्रेटर देन 7.5 पर आवर हैवी रेन होती है. इन इंडिया रेनफॉल इज़ कलेक्टेड every day at 8:30 a.m. and if this rainfall is more than 2.5 mm on a particular day, then that day is called a rainy day. From mm to WE, we can calculate total volume by multiplying the area into depth, and its discharge can be calculated cubic meter per second. What is snow? नेक्स्ट प्रेसिपिटेशन की जो फॉर्म है वो है स्नो. देयर आर आइस क्रिस्टल्स, यानी कि दीज आर आइस क्रिस्टल्स हैविंग अ डेंसिटी ऑफ 0.1 gm/cc. आगे है ड्रिजल. नेक्स्ट फॉर्म ऑफ प्रेसिपिटेशन इज ड्रिजल. देयर आर फाइन ड्रॉपलेट्स. These are the fine droplets of water whose size is less than 0.5 mm and intensity is less than 1 mm per hour. What is glaze? When droplets of water comes into contact with cold ground paper, written water droplet is converted into ice, which is called glaze. Next form of precipitation is sleet. This denotes frozen raindrops of transmission grains. Hail. These are lumps of ice whose size is more than 8 mm. In India, primary mode of precipitation is orographic, cyclonic, convective. Orographic because of Himalaya. A है cloud measured in Kolkata is sky fully formed cloud then 80 kilonewton is equal to 100%, only half past then is equal to 40 kilonewton 50%. Amount of rain collected by a rain gauge in the last 24 hours is called daily rainfall, and the amount collected in the 1 year is called annual rainfall. Average annual rainfall is the average value of annual rainfall for the last 35 years. Index of wetness. This index is used to find the rainfall variation from particle 1 year, and it is calculated as index of wetness is equal to rainfall in a year over average into annual rainfall multiplied by 100. इज ये इंडेक्स ऑफ वेटनेस इज इक्वल टू उसकी वैल्यू पुट कर देंगे तो हमारे पास इंडेक्स ऑफ वेटनेस की वैल्यू आ जाएगी टोटल. दिस शोज दैट द रेनफॉल डेफिशिएंसी इज़ 25%. इफ़ रेनफॉल डेफिशिएंसी इज़ इन बिटवीन 30 to 45%, it is called large deficiency. If it is in between 40 to 60%, it is called serious deficiency. And if it is more than 60%, it is disastrous deficiency. If index of wetness is equal to 100%, it indicates that rainfall is normally. If this index is less than 100%, it is called a bad year. If this index is more than 100%, then it is called a good year. Drought. This is climatic situation which is characterized by drought can be classified as follows. Meteorological drought. This represents deficiency in precipitation. If the decrease in precipitation is more than 25%, it is called meteorological drought. If it is in between 25 to 50%, it is called moderate drought. If it is more than 50%, it is called a drought year. An year is called drought year if area affected by drought is more than 25% of the total area of the country. If drought occurs in an area with the probability of 0.2 to 0.4, then that area is called drought prone area. And if this probability is greater than 0.4, it is called chronological drought prone area. Hydrological drought. This refers to the below average value of stream flow, water content in lakes, reservoirs, underground water. Agricultural drought. This type of drought is characterized by deficiency of moisture valuable for a plant growth. available for the plant growth. This can be calculated using a factor RDT index. Okay, RDT index है PET minus AET over PET into 100. What is PET? Potential evaporation transpiration, and this refers to the water consumed by the plants if sufficient moisture is available during the plant growth period. This is called consumption use. AET, it donates actual evaporation transpiration, and it is the actual moisture available under the present prevailing conditions. It oscillatory index is in between 0 to 25%. It is called mild arid region. 0 to 25% mild, 25 to 50% moderate arid region, and greater than 50% severe arid region. Average rainfall and design of rain gauge. In order to find average rainfall over a basin or catchment area, the rainfall is measured at a number of rain gauge station. सॉरी, कहाँ पे थे हम? यहाँ पे. In order to find average rainfall over a basin catchment area, the rainfall is measured at the number of rain gauge stations, which are suitably located. The network density of rain gauge depend upon magnitude of rainfall, topography of that region, accuracy desired, measurement of rainfall. Rainfall is measured in terms of depth and volume per unit area to which water would stand on an area if all the rainwater was to collected on it. The rainfall is measured by a rain gauge, which is also called pluviometer or ambrometer or hyptometer. A rain gauge essentially consists of cylindrical vessel assembly which is kept in open to collect the rainwater. Requirements for the rain gauge. The rain measuring instruments be surrounded by open fenced area of at least 5.5 into 5.5 meter, and it's be kept at least 30 meter away or twice the height of building or obstruction. Rain gauge may be broadly classified under two heads. Non-recording rain gauge. There are simply cylindrical vessel of known area and having graduations. In India, the most commonly used non-recording rain gauge is Samanic rain gauge, which has a collecting diameter of 127 mm. Different type of rain gauge see from textbook. Recording. This rain gauge produces continuous rainfall variation against time. With this data, the rainfall intensity versus time curve can be plotted, and the accumulated rainfall with respect to time curve can also be plotted. In India, the float type rain gauge, also called as natural siphon type rain gauge. And latest improvement in rain gauge are as follows. Telemetry rain gauge. This is basically a recording hype rain gauge which contains electronic unit to transfer data to the base station. Radar technology. This is used to measure the area, extent, location and movement of rainstorm. Rainfall area of a large area can be measured with the good accuracy. Meteorological radars operate at wavelength range of 3 to 10 centimeter, in which 10 centimeter wavelength is to be used for heavy rain, and 3 centimeter wavelength is to be used for light rainfall and snowfall. Here is a graph showing accumulation rainfall. Rain gauge network for analyzing rainstorm, finding peak flood discharge, forecasting or drought. A proper distribution of rain gauge station is required. Following are the recommendations of World Meteorological Organization. For flat region of temperate moderate meditation region, one station per 600 minus 900 kilometer per square. For mountain region of a temperate, one station per 100 minus 250 kilometer square. ठीक है. और एरिएट पोलर जोन द रिक्वायरमेंट इज़ वन स्टेशन. ये सब आप रीड कर लीजिएगा. आगे नेक्स्ट चलता हूँ मैं. द कैचमेंट हैज़ 6 रेन गेज डेटोनेशन एंड इन ईयर. अच्छा, न्यूमेरिकल्स आ गए आगे. तो ये न्यूमेरिकल्स आप देख सकते हैं. इनको आप खुद सॉल्व करने की कोशिश करें समझ के. यहाँ से ये आपके सामने सारा न्यूमेरिकल्स हैं, हल हुए हैं. तो इनकी मदद से आप जो है वो तैयारी कर सकते हैं अपने किसी भी टेस्ट की. और नेक्स्ट टॉपिक है हमारा कंसिस्टेंसी ऑफ रिकॉर्ड. उसी को कंटिन्यू करते हैं. व्हेन एवर देयर इज़ चेंज इन द कंडीशन प्रिवेलिंग एट एनी ऑफ द रेन गेज स्टेशन, देयर विल बी inconsistency in the record available for that period. This inconsistency may be due to the following factor: shifting of rain gauge station to a new station, neighborhood of the station undergoing a significant change in ecosystem which may be due to the factors like forest fire, landslide, etc. due to observational error. Sorry. The inconsistency of record can be found out by a technique called double mass curve technique. This technique is based on principle that when rainfall data comes from the same set of earlier observation, they are consistent. यहाँ पे भी एक ग्राफ है जो एनुअल एक्यूमुलेटेड रेनफॉल को शो कर रहा है एक स्टेशन एक्स पर. मेथड क्या है इसमें हमारे पास? मेथड है जी, फ्यू स्टेशन क्लोज टू द problematic station is selected and the graph is plotted in between accumulated average rainfall at problematic station and and the mean of accumulated annual rainfall at the nearby station. Because on both sides accumulated rainfall is taken, double mass curve technique is also used for checking arithmetical error in transferring the rainfall data from one record to the other. Determination of average rainfall in an area. If a catchment contains more than one rain gauge station, then the average rainfall can be calculated using the following methods. Arithmetical mean method. This method is suitable when rainfall is uniformly distributed and the area is not very large. Thiessen polygon method. This method is also called as weighted area method because the rainfall data at every station is given weighted on the basis of an area close to the station. This method is suitable when area is large and rainfall varies from place to place. This method is more accurate than the arithmetical average method. The recorded annual rainfall from fine rain gauge station in a catchment and the corresponding thesis polygon area are as follows. Polygon area 25 125 है, 30 में 175, 30 में 275, 10 में 275, 5 में 325. If the scale of the map is 1:5000, then estimate the volume and the FUD equivalent uniform depth. ये फिर आगे कुछ कैलकुलेशंस हैं, ये आप देख लीजिएगा। आइसोथेल मेथड क्या होता है, नेक्स्ट है आइसोथेल मेथड। एन आइसोथेल मेथड, आइसोथेल इज अ ज्वाइनिंग point of equal rainfall magnitude, and isothermal maps are one which shows the contour of equal rainfall. To calculate area, we are overlay grid method. We use overlay grid method. This method of calculating average rainfall is superior than the previous two methods if the number of stations are large, because preciousness of contour is more for large number of stations. We are converging this method. Losses from precipitation. In hydrology, runoff is the premier concern, and other factors like evaporation, transpiration, interception loss, depression losses, or treated as losses. Evaporation. What is evaporation? This is the process in which a liquid changes to gaseous state at the first surface of liquid. Evaporation is basically a cooling process in which latent heat of vaporization must be provided by the water body. Factor affecting evaporation rate. Vapor pressure क्या होता है? The evaporation rate is directly proportional to the difference between actual vapor pressure and the vapor pressure of the saturated air. यहाँ पे इसका फार्मूला दिया गया है, वो आप कंसिडर कर लें। टेम्परेचर क्या होता है? टेम्परेचर रेट ऑफ एवपोरेशन इज डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल टू टेम्परेचर। विंड स्पीड, ये अब फैक्टर्स हैं जिन पे जो है वो हमारा वेपोरेशन डिपेंड करता है। टेम्परेचर हो गया, और दूसरा विंड स्पीड। विंड स्पीड, वेपोरेशन रेट इंक्रीजेज विद ड्यू टू फास्टर विंड। इफ द विंड वेलोसिटी इज वेरी हाई एंड द सफिशिएंट टू रिमूव all the vapors along the water surface, then any further increase in wind velocity will not increase the evaporation rate. I guess soluble salts. When salts are present, the vapor pressure is decreased and consequently the rate of evaporation also decreases. Evaporation from seawater is about 2 to 3% less than that of fresh water. In summer, the shallow depth of water permits the rapid increase of water temperature during the daytime, and have evaporation rate is more in shallow water bodies. And the temperature of thundering air falls, but the temperature of deep lakes. Surface area. Rate of evaporation is directly proportional to surface area. Conversion of reservoir water. Following methods may be adopted to reduce evaporation loss. Reduction in surface area. Providing mechanical cover in the form of shades, providing chemical films. Certain chemicals such as hexagonal cetyl alcohol, octad alcohol can be used to reduce the evaporation. A thin, colorless, odorless, and non-toxic film is formed on the water surface, which recovers easily if if punctured, and which allow free circulation of oxygen and carbon dioxide. Note: evaporation rate can be reduced to a minimum if a film pressure of 0.4 Newton per meter is maintained. Through experiment, it has been found that evaporation can be controlled up to 60% by using cetyl alcohol, and the field conditions there is 20 to 50% reduction in evaporation rate. Method of determine evaporation. Class evaporation plan. This is a plan developed by US Weather Bureau and and is standard pan of 1210 millimeter dia to 25 dia depth। असल में सही समझ नहीं आ रहा क्या लिखा हुआ है, हैंड रिटन है ना। आई थिंक ये डेप्थ है, नहीं डाया होगा, एनीवेज डाया लग रहा है यहाँ पे सिचुएशन के अकॉर्डिंग, to 255 millimeter per depth. If the pen is normally made of unpainted GI sheet, in case of persistent Korean monometal is used. ISI standard pen. This is modified form of class A evaporation pen in which diameter is 1220 mm and depth is 255 mm. This is made for copper sheet of 0.9 mm thick. Top of the pen is fully covered with the hexagonal wire netting so as to protect the water from any disturbance. गला खुश्क हो गया गाइस, और मैं बस थोड़ा पानी पी के दोबारा स्टार्ट करते हैं. ये तो गाइस नेक्स्ट स्टेप है हमारे पास क्लोरोडो सनकन पेन. दिस पेन advantage of this method is that actual radiation and aerodynamic conditions are created. Note: to convert the pan evaporation rate into the lake evaporation, a pan coefficient called Cp is used. Empirical method. This method is based on the Dalton's law and the equation derived is called Meyer's equation. अकॉर्डिंग ये इक्वेशंस आप देख लेना खुद, इतना ही तो कर सकते हैं आप, मतलब खुद ये देख सकते हैं, सब कुछ आपके सामने है. नोट्स में मैं आपके लिए रीड कर देता हूँ. नेक्स्ट न्यूमेरिकल्स आ गए हैं, इनको भी छोड़ के आगे चलते हैं. एक ही न्यूमेरिकल था, हाँ एक ही न्यूमेरिकल था. नेक्स्ट है स्ट्रीम फ्लो मेजरमेंट. स्ट्रीम फ्लो मेजरमेंट क्या होता है? द साइंस एंड practice of water measurement is called hydrometry. Stage. This is defined as the water surface elevation measured above datum. Datum can be mean sea level or any other fixed level. The process of measurement of stage is called gauging. In order to find the discharge of stream velocity is required, which can be measured using the following devices. Float. This is generally used to measure the approximate velocity of rivery surface. This is basically a floating device which is passed with water using the flow along the flow. The velocity at a d. The average velocity can be calculated. ये बताया हुआ है एवरेज वेलोसिटी हम कैसे फाइंड कर सकते हैं. To overcome the deficiency of float, consistency float is introduced. ठीक है. Next है current meter. This consists of rotating element which rotates due to Rxn of steam and the number of revolution per second are counted. If v is the velocity of river of steam at any depth, then velocity is given as v is equal to ans plus b. ns क्या है? नंबर ऑफ रेवोल्यूशंस पर सेकंड. और ad क्या है? करेक्टराइज कांस्टेंट. a और b करेक्टराइज कांस्टेंट, characteristics constant. It is also called characteristics equation of current meter. There are basically two types of current meter. Vertical axis current meter. This has a vertical axis on which a rotating disc is mounted. Its major disadvantage is that it cannot be used in situations where there is an appreciable inclined load. Horizontal axis current meter. They are fairly rugged and are not affected by to inclined flow up to 15 degree. Sounding weight. These are standard weight attached to the current meter in order to keep the current meter at a fixed location in order to reduce drag force. These are streamline. The minimum weight required depends upon velocity and depth of flow and may be given by W is equal to 50 y Vy, whereas V average velocity in meter per second, Y क्या है average depth in meter, W है weight in Newton. Determination of discharge. There are basically two sets of method: direct method, area velocity method, dilution method, ultrasonic method, moving boat method, electromagnetic method. Indirect method, slope area method, discharge measuring structural area velocity method. For calculating discharge, a section of river or stream is divided into the number of segments according to the following condition. Discharge in each segment must be less than 10% of the total discharge. Difference in velocities for adjacent segment not be more than 20%. The segmental width should not be more than 1 over 15th and 1 over 20th of the river bed. Next has slope area method. This method is based on the law of conservation of energy for fluids, Bernoulli's equation. In this method, two sections are selected in such a way that their cross-sectional properties and bed elevations are known. The value of HF depends upon discharge and the following method is adopted. आगे फिर ये न्यूमेरिकल्स आ गए हैं, ये आप देख लें. ये सारे न्यूमेरिकल्स हैं. आगे नेक्स्ट टॉपिक स्टार्ट हो गया. इनफिल्ट्रेशन, इनिशियल लॉस, interception loss. This is the amount of water caught by vegetation and other obstruction which is subsequently evaporated. Depression storage. This is the amount of water which stored in the ditches and sumps. This depends on type of soil, surface condition and slope of the catchment. Note: interception loss going back to atmosphere may be as high as 20% of the rainfall. Some of the water obstructed by the plant run along the branches goes down to the stem and is called stem fall. Infiltration. Infiltration is the movement of the water through soil into the groundwater table. The maximum rate at which water can be absorbed by the soil is called infiltration capacity. This capacity is maximum at the beginning of the storm and gradually decreases to the constant value. The equation of this infiltration curve is given in an exponential form. आगे भी नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चंस हैं. ये क्वेश्चन है हमारे पास न्यूमेरिकल. और आगे है इनफिल्ट्रेशन कांस्टेंट index. This is the average in rainfall above which rainfall volume is equal to runoff volume. In the calculation of index, usually loss is also considered as infiltration quantity. Index basically represents average infiltration rate during the period of rainfall excess. Rainfall excess is that rainfall which contributes to runoff, and the period during which such a rainfall takes place is called the period of rainfall excess. नेक्स्ट है हमारे पास factors affecting the hydrograph based on shape are as follows. Form factor, this is defined as the ratio of average width of basin to the axial length. Form factor is equal to width over axial length is equal to average over axial. Compactness coefficient, this is defined as the ratio of perimeter of the basin at the perimeter of the circle whose are in same as that of the basin. ये compactness coefficient की वो इक्वेशन है, नीचे है. If a compactness coefficient tends to 1, it means that the catchment area is closer to a circular area and hence the hydrographical will be symmetrical. Stream density, this denotes the number of stream per unit of catchment area. Drainage density, this is the ratio of total length to the stream to the area of catchment. Size of basins, if catchment area is more than total flow time will be more and hence base time of the hydrograph will be more. The peak discharge varies with catchment area, where is equal to kn is equal to index value less than 1. Other factors, effect of wind, direction of storm, rainfall intensity, duration of rainfall, soil moisture condition. Runoff, runoff is defined as the flowing of precipitation form of catchment area, the flow which takes place all the time over the surface as overland flow and through the channel as of one channel flow is covered surface runoff. Runoff is broadly classified into two heads: directly runoff, base flow. Direct flow, this is the part of runoff which immediately reaches the stream after precipitation. This includes surface runoff, promotion, interflow, and precipitation on the stream surface. Base flow, the delayed flow which enters the stream essentially as groundwater flow is called base flow. Determination of runoff, use of empirical formula, use of hydrograph and unit hydrograph, use of infiltration curve, use of coefficient of runoff, rainfall runoff correlation. The value of A and B is found using the method of least square. आगे कैलकुलेट किया हुआ है रन ऑफ को, कैसे हम रन ऑफ फाइंड कर सकते हैं, डायरेक्ट रन ऑफ डेप्थ कैसे फाइंड कर सकते हैं, सारा यहाँ पे मेंशन किया हुआ है. आगे एक न्यूमेरिकल आ गया है जिसमें रन ऑफ फाइंड करना है. Rainfall is uniformly distributed over the whole catchment area. Intensity of excess rainfall is assumed to be constant for this given duration of unit hydrograph. Unit hydrograph representation between direct runoff and rainfall excess. Application of unit hydrograph. Construction of flood hydrographs. Suppose a 4-hour unit hydrograph is given and it is required to obtain a flood hydrograph which results in a runoff depth of n centimeter for a rainfall of the same 4-hour duration. For this, the ordinates of unit hydrograph are multiplied by n to obtain the DRH of 4-hour duration and having a runoff depth of n centimeter to the to this, and the base flow to the ordinates of 4-hour duration flood duration. Construction other unit hydrograph differently unit duration which may be used to find the flood hydrograph of the same duration. नेक्स्ट फिर न्यूमेरिकल्स हैं, आप देख लें फ्लड राउटिंग. फ्लड राउटिंग क्या होता है? फ्लड दिस इज़ द प्रोसेस ऑफ कैलकुलेटिंग वाटर लेवल इन रेजरवायर स्टोरेज क्वालिटी एंड outflow rate corresponding to inflow hydrograph at various instance. Flood and routing की वैन की पढ़ने हैं फोर कर मैं जान के पढ़ने हैं. Flood and routing is an important technique necessary for the complete solution of the Hood flood problem. When flood passes through a reservoir, its peak reduces and it requires a bigger time base. In this process, a lag is introduced. The reduction is in peak flow is called attenuation, and the delay in occurrence of peak is called lag. Through the process of flood routing, the attenuation and lag may be determined. When outflow from a reservoir is uncontrolled, such as in the case of freely operating spillways, the peak of outflow hydrograph will occur at the point of intersection of inflow and outflow hydrograph. Muskingum. Through the process of routing for a given inflow and outflow hydrograph, the attenuation and lag may be determined. In case of channels, the total storage is a function of both inflow and outflow. According to Muskingum, the total storage is known as S is equal to K into X I M and 1 into X over into Q M, whereas K is equal to storage time constant which has the dimension of times. X is equal to weightage factor which lies between 0 and 0.5. If X is equal to 0, then storage is a function of outflow and outflow only, and such reservoirs are called linear reservoirs on which storage is Fn outflow only. X is equal to 0.5 storage depends equally on the outflow and inflow. M is equal to constant and it depends on the type of channel. M is equal to 0.5 for artificial rectangular channel, M is equal to 1 for natural channels. That means for a natural channel, making equation is S is equal to K into xi plus 1 minus x into q. Next topic है irrigation. Irrigation may be defined as the science of artificial application of water to the agriculture land in accordance with the requirement of the crop through the crop period. Advantage of irrigation: increase in the food production, optimum growth of yield, it elimination of mixed cropping, generation of hydroelectronic power, domestic water supply, faculty of communication, inland navigation, of presentation. Disadvantages of irrigation: problem of water pollution, which is due to percolation of unwanted elements like nitrates etc., which are present in fertilizers applied in the crop. Contamination, not necessary to harmful. It can minimum in water, then it will contain contaminant but not polluted. Irrigation may result in creation of cold, of damp environmental conditions which is favorable for outbreak of diseases like malaria, dengue. Over irrigation may lead to problem of water lagging which reduce crop yield. Types of irrigation. Irrigation may be broadly classified under two heads: surface irrigation, directly to the surface; flow irrigation, lift irrigation, flow irrigation. Flow irrigation: in this system, water is available at the higher level and it is conveyed to the field by near action of gravity. Lift irrigation: in this system, water is lifted up by some mechanical means, for example, pumps, tube wells, etc. But to subsurface irrigation: in this system of irrigation, water documents not wet the soil surface and the irrigation is primarily achieved by the process of capillarity. Techniques of water distribution. Free flooding: this is also called as ordinary flooding and or wild flooding. In this method, the movement of water is not restricted, and this method is suitable for slopy lands. The irrigation efficiency of the method is quite low. As the irrigation efficiency is slow, this method is not adopted for important crops. Border flooding: in this method, the entire area is divided into a number of strips which are separated by low leaves called border. Check flooding: this method of irrigation is similar to ordinary flooding, except that the flow of water is controlled in the check area with low float leaves. This method is suitable for more permeable as well as less permeable soil. Basin flooding: this method is similar to the check flooding method and this is partially adopted for orchard trees. Furrow irrigation: in this method, only 20 to 50% of the land area is wetted by water and thus evaporation losses are considerably reduced. Furrows are basically narrow field ditches in which water is conveyed for irrigation. These furrows are laid between rows of plants. Sprinkle method: this method of irrigation resembles artificial rains in which water is sprayed on plant through a network of pipes and pumps. This method is very costly and hence is adopted in developed countries. This method is suitable when topography is irregular, when soil more or less permeable, when water table is high. Note: this method is used of irrigation is suitable for areas which are prone to water logging when wells is not is easily available. Irrigation efficiency is very high. Seepage losses are very less. Less labor is required. Disadvantages: skilled manpower is required. Costly method: this is not suitable for crops which requires heavy irrigation like rice. Drip irrigation: this method is also called trickling irrigation and in this method water is dripped nozzles. As such evaporation and percolation losses are considerably reduced. These are main disadvantages of this method. Quality of irrigation water. Sediment concentration in water. The presence of sediments in irrigation water may increase or decrease the fertility of land. If sediment is obtained from fine sand soils, the fertility will increase. However, if the sediments are obtained from surrounding area, the fertility of the land underneath. Salt concentration. Salts of sodium, potassium, magnesium, calcium are harmful for the plants and they are manually found in mainly found in water. The salinity concentration of the soil resolution after consumptive use has been impacted from the soil is given by Cs equal to Cq over Q minus Cu plus P. If this concentration is more than 2000 ppm, then it is injurious to all crops. The salt concentration is indirectly measured by finding the electrical conductivity of water. Electrical conductivity 0 to 250 meter, 0 to 250 per cubic centimeter, 250 to 75, 750 to 1250 or greater than 250. Classification of this की बताई हुई है. In this method, the land area is confined in between 10 to 20 meter width and it stretches over a length of 100 to 400 meter. Find the time required to irrigate the strip of land having an area of 0 to 0.04 hectares from a turbine with the discharge of 0.0. ये भी न्यूमेरिकल्स आ गए हैं आगे डिज़ाइन ऑफ कैनाल regime canal regime canal a regime channel. A channel is said to be in state of regime if there is no silting and no scouring. For the design of canal, two theories are available: unlined or earthen channel. Kennedy gives the theory in 1895 based on research conducted by him in the upper Bureau-Bari Doab Canal. From the observation conducted by him, he concluded that silt supporting power of a channel depends mainly upon generation of the eddies from the base of the channels. These eddies are primarily generated due to the friction. If velocity of the flow is sufficiently to keep the sediments in suspension, silting may be avoided, and this velocity is not very high, then scouring may also be prevented. Such a channel will be called a regime channel. During the analysis, Kennedy has assumed that sediments are incoherent and discrete. Steps in the design of canal. Assuring a trial depth, find the velocity v which keeps the sediments in suspension. Such a velocity is called critical velocity and is given as v is equal to 0.55 m, where m is equal to critical velocity ratio and it depends on type and size of silt grains. M is the function of soil particle diameter and its value is 1 to 1.3. For coarse particles, m is equal to 0.7 mm, for fine sand 0.7 to 1.3 range. Find the area of the channel for the given discharge. A is equal to Q over V. Number 3. Find the channel dimensions by assuming a trapezoidal section whose side slope is 1 by 2h ratio 1v. Find the hydraulic radius. R is equal to A over P. Number 5. By using the value of R, find the actual mean velocity. Though velocity can be calculated by either of the method, Kennedy has recommended the use of Chazy and Cutter's equation for finding the actual velocity. If the actual mean velocity obtained is equal to v, then design is okay, or else repeat the calculation using the different trial depth. If channel bottom slope is not given, then its value is assumed between s equal to 1 over 35,000 to 1 over 55,000. If value of Manning's n is not given, then it is taken as n is equal to 0.015 to 0.18 for concentric channel, n is equal to 0.022 to 0.025 for good earthen, n is equal to 0.025 to 0.030 for poor earthen. Limitations. Kennedy has assumed that ADs are generated from the base of channel, whereas in real practice ADs are generated both from base or as well as side of the channels. Kennedy has not given his own equation for finding the actual mean velocity and equation. As such, all the limitations of Chase's cutter equations becomes the limitations of Kennedy theory. Kennedy has not given any equation for finding the channel bottom slope. The value of M critical value ratio has been arbitrarily relaxed to the silt grade. Kennedy has not been given any importance to width to depth ratio. He has not taken into account silt concentration and bed depth, bed load. Lacey's form silt theory. Lacey found many drawbacks in the Kennedy theory for drop of earthen channel. Lacey proposed his own theory in 1939 for the design of stable channel in alluvial soil. Lacey stated that a channel may be their regime conditions: initial regime, true regime, final regime. Initial regime: if the channel is such that only bed slope of the channel varies and its weighted perimetric remains unaffected, then the condition of the non-silting and non-scouring may exist, which is called initial regime. During the subsequent flow and change in condition, the regime condition may change. Under such a condition, Lacey's silt theory is not valid. True regime: there can only be one channel section and one bed slope at which a channel having a given discharge under particular type of the silt would be in regime. Such channels are artificial, which have fixed slope, discharge at a constant rate, and have fixed silt amount and rate. Such conditions are ideal in nature and do not exist in practice. Lacey's theory is valid for such regime condition. Final regime: if all the variables of the channels such as perimeter, depth, slope, etc. are free to vary and can adjust according to discharge and the rate of silt, and there occurs no situation and no erosion, then such channels are said to be achieved permanent stability and are soiled to be and are said to be in final regime. Design steps in Lacey's silt theory: find the velocity of flow using V is equal to QF over 140, Q is equal to discharge in cubics, V is equal to velocity in meter per second, F is equal to silt factor. Find the hydraulic radius using this equation. Find the area of channel. Find the weighted perimeter of channel. Here also we assume side slope. The channel bottom slope is given. Comparisons of Kennedy-Lacey's theory. तो यहाँ पे कंपैरिजन आ गया कैनेडी और लेसी थ्योरी का। तो ये इंशाल्लाह आपको नेक्स्ट वीडियो में यहाँ से स्टार्ट करेंगे, कंटिन्यू करेंगे। आज की वीडियो यहीं पे ख़त्म करते हैं, मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट वीडियो में। अल्लाह हाफिज़।